The future of driving is here, and it's a lot closer than you think. If you've ever wondered what cars will look, feel, and drive like just a year from now, 2025 is shaping up to be a milestone year for the entire auto industry. We're talking electric beasts, self-driving technology, futuristic interiors, and designs that look like they were ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. But the question is, are these cars actually ready for real American roads? Or are we being dazzled by shiny promises and fancy prototypes? Today we're diving into the 2025 cars that will absolutely blow your mind, and maybe even change the way you see driving forever. Let's start with what everyone's talking about, the electric vehicle revolution. It's no secret that the United States has gone all in on EVs. Between government incentives, charging networks expanding across the country, and record-breaking innovation from major automakers, electric cars aren't the future anymore, they're the present. But 2025 is where things get exciting, because what's coming next is far beyond what most drivers expect. Tesla, as always, is leading the charge, but they're facing more competition than ever. The Tesla Model Y and Model 3 refreshes for 2025 promise sharper designs, longer range, and smarter autopilot updates. But now we're seeing American brands like Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge stepping up in a big way. The Ford F-150 Lightning continues to make waves, proving that electric power and tough American trucks can coexist. In 2025, Ford's expected to push this even further, focusing on real-world towing power, improved range, and faster charging, because let's face it, Americans love their trucks, and they don't want to sacrifice power for progress. Chevrolet is playing its own game with the 2025 Blazer EV and Equinox EV, two electric crossovers designed to make EV ownership more affordable for families. Chevy knows that not everyone wants a luxury EV or a futuristic spaceship of a car. They want something reliable, familiar, and built for real American roads. If Chevy can deliver solid range, practical pricing, and that everyday usability, these models could easily become bestsellers. But the real shockers are coming from brands you might not expect. Dodge, for example, is redefining what muscle means with the all-electric Charger Daytona. Imagine the roar of a classic American muscle car, but it's electric, lightning fast, and still aggressive enough to make your heart race. Dodge promises it'll sound like a muscle car too, thanks to artificial sound engineering that recreates that classic rumble. Some purists might roll their eyes, but if Dodge pulls it off, this could be one of the coolest cars of the decade. Then there's Lucid, one of the rising stars in the American EV scene. Their 2025 Lucid Gravity SUV aims to combine luxury with family. Practicality, something that's been missing in the EV market. Think of it as Tesla Model X meets first-class airline cabin. It's sleek, smart, and packed with advanced tech that feels more Silicon Valley than Detroit. Lucid isn't just making cars. They're building status symbols for the next generation of electric drivers. Of course, we can't talk about the future of driving without mentioning the big European players. BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and Porsche are all doubling down on the US market with futuristic 2025 lineups. Porsche's Taycan is getting another major update with even faster charging speeds and improved performance, keeping it one of the best driving EVs in the world. BMW's i7 and i5 continue to blend high-tech features with that unmistakable German luxury, and Mercedes, through its EQ lineup, is pushing the limits of comfort and automation, practically turning your car into a smart lounge on wheels. These aren't just vehicles, they're experiences. Meanwhile, Japanese automakers are playing the long game. Toyota, Honda, and Nissan know that not everyone in America is ready to go fully electric, and that's why hybrids are staying strong in 2025. The Toyota Prius, RAV4 Hybrid, and Crown are proof that hybrid tech is still alive and evolving. Toyota's reliability and efficiency make them a favorite among practical drivers from California to North Carolina. And the 2025 Honda Prologue, Honda's first real push into the electric space, shows that they're ready to join the race with a design built specifically for American lifestyles. Spacious, safe, and easy to drive. But here's what's really blowing people's minds in the tech inside these cars. We're talking massive infotainment screens, AI-powered voice assistants, smart glass displays, and semi-autonomous driving features that can handle highway traffic for you. In cities like Los Angeles or New York, imagine sitting in traffic while your car practically drives itself. For many, that sounds like a dream come true. For others, it's a little unnerving. Are Americans truly ready to trust their cars that much? We're about to find out. Ford, GM, and Tesla are all testing next-gen autopilot systems that can handle more complex driving conditions. While fully autonomous driving is still a few years away, 2025 cars are taking big steps in that direction. Expect smarter lane changes, adaptive cruise systems that feel smoother than ever, and self-parking features that make tight downtown parking a breeze. Then there's the design revolution. The 2025 car lineup looks nothing like what we saw just 5 years ago. Aerodynamics, lighting, and sustainability are front and center. Sleek LED signatures, recycled materials, vegan leather interiors, and even solar-integrated panels are starting to appear. The average new car is becoming a tech product just as much as a vehicle. It's not just about horsepower anymore. It's about computing power. Speaking of power, let's not forget performance enthusiasts. The 2025 lineup has something for them too. The Corvette E-Ray, for instance, is a hybrid supercar that bridges tradition and technology. With all-wheel drive and jaw-dropping acceleration, it proves that electric assistance doesn't mean losing soul. Meanwhile, brands like Rivian and GMC are making off-roading electric. Imagine tackling rocky trails in silence with instant torque and no gas fumes. It's wild, but it's real. One of the most important parts of this new era is accessibility. Up until now, EVs and high-tech cars have been out of reach for many Americans. But in 2025, that starts to change. With tax credits, growing used EV markets, and automakers focusing on affordability, more drivers in states like Texas, Ohio, and Florida will finally be able to consider electric. The charging network is improving. Fast chargers are popping up everywhere, from Walmart parking lots to highway rest stops. Range anxiety is slowly fading. But let's keep it real. This transformation won't be perfect. Some of these futuristic cars will fall short of their promises. Real-world range, software bugs, high repair costs, and dealership markups can still ruin a great launch. And while autonomous driving sounds incredible, it's still a legal gray area in many parts of the U.S. The technology is there, but the laws haven't caught up yet. So as much as these cars blow our minds, we'll still need patience before we live in a true self-driving world. Another thing Americans care deeply about is reliability. With so much new tech, there's always a risk of overcomplication. Drivers in the U.S. want vehicles that can survive harsh winters, long road trips, and years of use. So while futuristic designs and features are cool, the real winners will be the brands that balance innovation with dependability. And that brings us to an interesting point. Car culture itself is evolving. In the past, the sound of a roaring engine defined passion. Now it's the thrill of instant torque and clean acceleration. The next generation of American drivers might grow up loving EVs the same way previous generations loved V8s. The identity of the American car is changing fast, and 2025 will be remembered as the year that shift really took hold. We're also going to see cars becoming more connected than ever before. Vehicle-to-vehicle communication, real-time software updates, predictive maintenance alerts. Your car will know more about its health than you do. Some models will even let you customize performance modes or lighting effects through mobile apps. It's part of what makes 2025 feel so futuristic. Your car isn't just a tool anymore. It's a smart companion. Let's imagine this. You start your morning commute, and your car automatically adjusts the seat, temperature, and playlist based on your mood. The navigation system syncs with your calendar and suggests the best route to your first meeting. It even reminds you to grab coffee on the way because it knows your routine. That's not science fiction. That's what automakers are building right now. But with great tech comes great responsibility. Privacy and cybersecurity will be hot topics in 2025. As cars collect more data, drivers will need to trust that their information stays safe. Automakers are promising stronger encryption and transparency, but it's something every American driver should keep an eye on. So what does all this mean for you, the driver? It means more choice than ever before. Whether you want a high-performance EV, a rugged hybrid SUV, or a luxury electric sedan that feels like a spaceship, 2025 has something waiting. But it also means thinking differently about ownership. Leasing, subscription models, and over-the-air updates are changing how we buy and use cars. The future of driving isn't just about what we drive. It's about how we drive, how we charge, and how we connect. If you're excited about what's coming, you should be. The cars of 2025 are faster, smarter, and cleaner than anything we've seen before. But as always, the real test will be on the open road, how these innovations perform in the hands of everyday Americans from coast to coast. From the freeways of California to the back roads of Tennessee, 2025 is about to prove whether the Future of driving is truly here or still just around the corner.